I, along with 5 to 6 million people in this country, and the number has increased by 750,000 in the last 5 years, are often still poor from time to time. These people get little in benefits, if at all, take fewer holidays, work longer hours, often for far less than the statutory minimum wage because it doesn't apply, and get no sick pay or holiday pay or statutory notice period or automatic pension, and often learn far less per hour than those that they employ. They're called the self-employed. In the USA in the 1980s, with a Republican president again in the 2010s and a Democrat one, loans made by credit unions to their owner members who were or wanted to become self-employed helped lead that country twice out of depression. In the USA, lending for commercial reasons by a credit union has a statutory cap. No such limit exists in the UK. The banks can't or won't lend to us and are so de-skilled in their knowledge of life and in their underwriting processes, computer says no, that they will never do this type of savings and loan service. What a God-given opportunity for credit unions. Why? Credit unions with the right skill set can grow their own customers in their businesses and benefit themselves by growing their own products and services offered to keep pace with the growing needs and aspirations of the customer base. I'm going to tell you a story. The year is 1966 in London, and there were few embryonic credit unions in the UK, but there were established long-standing savings and loans benevolent societies, one of the forerunners of credit unions. There was a young, ambitious, intelligent young man, very hard-working, 7 days a week, long hours, living with his parents in a council flat in North London. He wrote in his autobiography, "My cash flow was a problem at the time, and so I asked my mum and dad, a sweatshop worker, to lend me a few bob to buy a car with a big boot, to carry stock for delivery to retailers and the markets. They agreed, and one Sunday morning we went to their benevolent society in the East End of London, and they withdrew £250 and gave it to me as a loan to buy the car. That person is now a billionaire. Later I will ask you to guess his name. It was a he. Again this year there were insufficient entries to make the award for performance excellence by a credit union lending to start-up small and medium enterprises operated by their owner members, and itself serving as an enterprise hub using its own resources. This is very common with credit unions elsewhere in the world, but it seems to be totally foreign to credit unions in the UK. From 2016 onwards, this award will be retitled the Filene Award for Performance Excellence by a credit union lending microfinance, defined as £50 and upwards, to start up seed, small and medium enterprises operated by owner members, not unincorporated or corporate bodies for obvious legal reasons, and the credit union itself acting as a promoter, an active hub of business growth, particularly in the social economy. Some guidance on this will appear again on the Foundation website. Credit unions in the UK and possibly in the island of Ireland need to learn to act as creators of employment for their owner members and those that they might employ, acting as engines of wealth creation, an active positive thing, and not just as welfare distributors, a passive and negative one. Well, do you know the name of the man? Who is it? Who said Alan Sugar? You can have sweeties later. Is that Christina? I can't see you from this distance. The page reference is 97, paragraph 4. That man is a billionaire. Initially from a credit union or a credit union-like loan. And he's self-employed as well. So, what I'd like you to do is access the USA's National Credit Union Foundation website, the Real Solutions section, and you will see some very good ideas on how credit unions can and do act as engines of economic growth.